clips you need to see before you die.
Amazing facts. The tongue is the only muscle in one's body that is attached from one end.
Cool.
The Pyramid of Giza actually has 8 sides rather than 4. If you heat up a magnet, it will lose its magnetism.
Nice.
The smallest thing ever photographed is the shadow of an atom, while another photo that won the National Science Photography captured a single atom.
Psychology facts. If you can't get someone off your mind, there is a 79% chance they feel the same way. The people who spend a lot of time on the internet are mostly depressed or lonely. You are most likely attracted to someone who you're not gonna have a chance with. Interesting facts. It is impossible to lick your elbow. It is physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky. A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out. Women blink nearly twice as much as men. Hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water. The strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. Ants take rest for around 8 minutes in 12-hour period. I am is the shortest complete sentence in the English language. Chocolate can kill dogs, as it contains theobromine, which affects their heart and nervous system. People say, "Bless you," when you sneeze, because when you sneeze your heart stops for a millisecond. Wearing headphones for just an hour will increase the bacteria in your ear by 700 times.
Amazing psychological facts. There are at least 6 people in the world who look exactly like you. There's a 9% chance that you'll meet one of them in your lifetime. A person's height is determined by their father, and their weight is determined by their mother.
True facts. Nobody apologized for how they treated you. They just blamed you for how you reacted. Don't depend too much on anyone, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. You may not be perfect, but you're honest, loving, and real. Don't try to impress anyone, always be you. Psychology facts. Our mind has the ability to detect and sense danger. If your guts tells you something's wrong, never ignore that. A study found when you miss someone, you are more likely to read old text messages. Spending a great amount of time with someone can literally cause you to pick up their habits.
How long do you think the longest fingernails measure? Would you believe if I told you that the longest pair of fingernails in the world are actually longer than a typical yellow school bus? Let me explain. To give you some context, the average nail growth in healthy adults is 3.5 millimeters per month, or roughly the thickness of a ballpoint pen cap. Since a typical yellow school bus is 42 feet long, it would take roughly 31 years to grow to that length, a few days and about 5 to 6 bottles of polish to manicure them. Ayanna Williams and Lee Redmond, the previous record holders of the title, only got to 28 feet after growing their nails for a little over 28 and 42 years respectively. The current holder of the longest fingernails ever is Deanna Armstrong, 63, who has been growing her 42 feet long fingernails for over 25 years. She grows her nails as a tribute to her late daughter Letitia, who used to cut and file her nails. Did you get it right?
It's just a cigarette and it cannot be that bad.
Honey, don't you love me and you know it makes me sad.
It's just a cigarette like you always used to do.
I was different then, I don't need them to be cool. But I don't fucking care, I don't fucking care, I don't fucking care.
The stand at Slough Spa in Yorkshire saw him buried alive under 6 feet or 5 tons of soil. But things didn't go to plan as the pressure of the soil crushed him, breaking one of his ribs as he tried to dig his way free. After around 9 minutes underground, rescue crews had to pull an unconscious Briton from the soil and revive him using oxygen.
The youngest mothers in the world.
Daisy, Daisy, I'm half crazy.
3 amazing facts about farts. You sure know the last one. 3. The average person produces the equivalent of 1 liter of fart every day. That's between 13 and 21 farts a day. Certain foods promote flatulence, and while many women won't admit it, it's important to remember that women also fart more often than men. 2. And I'm probably going to offend more than one, but female farts tend to be more odorous. This is because women have a higher concentration of hydrogen sulfide. This is for hormonal reasons. Female farts are therefore theoretically healthier to smell. 1. Farts are made up of hydrogen sulfide, which reduces mitochondrial damage. So smelling your farts can be healthy. So when you fart, remember to breathe deeply. Conversely, holding in your farts is bad for your health. This can lead to abdominal pain and other discomforts. Unless you've got the shit, don't hesitate to indulge yourself. Subscribe, and like if you also like to fart on your partner.
Amazing facts that will blow your mind. Amelia Earhart and Eleanor Roosevelt once sneaked out of a White House event and commandeered an airplane. The 2 women went on a joyride to Baltimore. During Prohibition, moonshiners would wear cow shoes. The footwear left hoof prints instead of footprints, helping distillers and smugglers evade police. The 100 folds in a chef's toque are said to represent 100 ways to cook an egg. George Washington served an eggnog-like drink to visitors at Mount Vernon. His recipe included rye whiskey, rum, and sherry. Some cats are allergic to humans. Yes, you might be the reason your cat is sneezing. Bela Lugosi was buried in full Dracula costume, cape and all. Ravens in captivity can learn to talk. The clever corvids can mimic several other sounds. The only Blockbuster store in the world that is still operating is in Bend, Oregon. Blood donors in Sweden receive a thank you text when their blood is used. An estimated 1 million dogs in the US have been named primary beneficiary in their owners' wills. Neil Armstrong's astronaut application arrived a week past the deadline. Sleep literally cleans your brain. During slumber, more cerebrospinal fluid flushes through the system to wash away harmful proteins and toxins that build up during the day. Russian cosmonauts used to pack a shotgun in case they landed in Siberia. They'd use the shotgun to fend off bears. Space has a distinct smell. It smells like a bouquet of diesel fumes, gunpowder, and barbecue. The aroma is mostly produced by dying stars. Volvo gave away the 1962 patent for their revolutionary 3-point seatbelt system. The company did this to save lives. Sundoku is the act of acquiring books and not reading them. Some of us may be guilty of that. Kia parrots warble together when they're in a good mood. They're the first known non-mammal species to communicate with infectious laughter. Melbourne gave some of its trees email addresses so that residents could report problems. Instead, the trees received love letters. The Russian team showed up 12 days late to the 1908 Olympics in London. They were using the Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar. The first sales pitch for the Nerf ball was Nerf, you can't hurt babies or old people. Thankfully, that isn't the brand's slogan. The Manchineel tree is nicknamed the tree of death for good reason. Touching it can leave chemical burns on your skin, its fruit is toxic, and its bark when burned can cause blindness. The annual number of worldwide shark bites is 10 times less than people being bitten by other people in New York. Maybe the ocean is safer than the Big Apple. The 7 dwarfs in Snow White could have had very different names. Before settling on the 7 dwarfs we know today, Disney considered Chesty, Tubby, Burpy, Deffy, Hickey, Wheezy, and Awful. In 1997, a Louisville woman left actor Charles Bronson all of her money in a handwritten will. a total of 300,000. She had never met the actor, but she was a huge fan. Ben and Jerry learned how to make ice cream by taking a $5 correspondence course offered by Penn State. They decided to split the course. The Starry Night depicts Vincent van Gogh's view from the St. Paul de Massol Asylum. The artist painted the scene in 1889.
Crazy discoveries made by humans. How the Earth and Peg planets were actually created at the beginning. Celebrities not getting recognized.
Hi. I used to live here. I used to live here. Huh? My name is Jennifer. Yeah, I used to live upstairs, and my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer Lopez.
Things that have to eye pupils.
Daisy,
Cat.
Daisy. I'm
Human.
half crazy.
For the love of you, it would be a stylish marriage.